Hello, welcome to my camping spot, I suppose. My name is Galeas. I'm a troubadour of dawn, knight errant of House of Marisol. Come, sit. Like a story, drink, perhaps. Never mind. There's some victuals over there if you like. Help yourself. I've got plenty. It's just me. So story, yes. How about this one? This is a story I like. It's a story of virtue, and I like stories of virtue being troubadour. But it's a children's story, and it's the sort of story that my mother used to tell to me when I was growing up. It's called The Mouse and the Lion. Once there was a mouse who lived in a teacup. It was a very lovely teacup, left in a meadow by a passing noble, and it made a very fine house for the mouse. The mouse was very happy in their teacup house, and every day they would clean it and polish it and look at it from afar. One day, a lion came to the mouse's meadow. Lions are not like mice. Lions range far and wide looking for a fight. Mice often prefer to stay at home drinking nice tea. The lion did not notice the mouse sitting on the hill looking at their beautiful teacup. The lion did not notice the bright white cup nestled in the green grass, nor really anything else in the meadow. The lion sauntered through the mouse's meadow as if it was theirs, looking only for the next fight. The lion did not notice the hard objects underfoot. The lion did not pay attention to the crunch it made as it walked over it and crushed it. The mouse noticed, though. The mouse saw the lion coming and saw the lion step on its lovely teacup house and heard the crunch as the lion crushed it underfoot. Now, people say that mice are cowards, that they are timid and shy, that they lack courage. It's not true, really. They're as apt as any creature to try and try again and to not let one failure, dictate everything that comes after. But this particular mouse showed particular courage as they rushed up to the lion and squeaked as loud as it could. Squeak. Squeak, squeak. But the lion didn't notice the mouse squeaking. It was looking at its paw. Annoyed with the lion who had destroyed its house and was now ignoring it, the mouse hopped up onto a nearby rock and tugged at the lion's whiskers to get its attention. "You destroyed my house. It was a very fine house and I liked it very much, but you crushed it with your foot." The lion looked at this little mouse who had tugged on its whiskers, now squeaked in its face. "Your house? This thing has hurt my foot. I was on my way to battle, and now this horrible thing is stuck in my foot." The mouse looked at the lion's foot and saw a piece of the broken teacup sticking out of the lion's paw. "If you had been vigilant, you would not have stepped on my house, and you would not have broken my house, and bits of my house would not be stuck in your foot." The lion snarled at the mouse. "There are no enemies here. I do not need to be vigilant. Vigilance is for the battlefield, not a meadow." The mouse shakes their head at the lion. "Are you only proud on the battlefield? Are you only ambitious on the battlefield? Virtue is for everywhere. Your lack of vigilance has ruined my prosperity, and you call this my fault?" The lion had the good sense to be shamed by the mouse's wise words. "I am sorry, gentle mouse. I have ruined your house and hurt my foot, and it is all my fault. But I must go to battle, for my loyalty demands I help my family." The mouse considers this. "I will help you go to battle because loyalty is important. But you must think on virtue, and you must do better in the future." With that, the mouse hops down off the rock and looks at the lion's paw. With gentle care, the mouse tugs the broken piece of teacup from the lion's paw and packs the wound with healing herbs it had collected. Taking a bit of twine from the broken remains of their teacup house, the mouse threads it through the teacup handle and makes a necklace for the lion. Take this necklace and wear it to remind you of the importance of virtue, no matter where you are. The mouse loops the thread and handle around the lion's neck and sends them off to battle. Many days and weeks go past, and the mouse pulls their broken life back together. Their fine teacup house is gone, but they weave a new house from grass and twigs. The broken pieces of the teacup make a nice floor and patio, but it is not as fine as the fine teacup house they once had. One day, the mouse comes out of the house to find an assortment of things left outside: a teapot without a lid, a cup, a sugar ball, and a milk jug, all sitting outside the mouse's new house. As the mouse was looking at all this new crockery, the rumble of the lion's voice broke out. "I thought about what you said, and you were right. My lack of vigilance ruined your prosperity, so I have searched far and wide to find you a new home. I hope you like them." The mouse considers the gifts that the lion has brought. "That was very thoughtful of you. Did you check to see if anyone was living in these before you took them?" The lion scratches behind its ear. "I did check, and I called out, and I looked around, but no one answered, and I couldn't see any sign that anyone lived there." The mouse looks at the crockery and thinks for a moment. "The teapot is too big and leaky for me to use as a house, and the milk jug is too oddly shaped. I like this cup, though. It is not my cup, not yet, but it has a handle and a nice pattern, and I like it very much. Will you put it next to my grass house for me?" The lion does so, and the mouse goes to see what it's like inside their new cup. It is not the same as their old cup, but change is not a bad thing, and the mouse likes living in a cup very much. "I accept your gift, lion, but will you do me 2 more favours? Will you find other people to give the other homes to so they do not go to waste? And will you come back to visit one day?" The lion agrees and takes the other crockery away so it can be homes for other small people. And when they returned, they told the mouse of all the little people they had met and what they thought of their new homes. And their friendship lasted long, long after that. So, story of virtue. Children's story. Story of teaching that virtue is not just for a particular place or time, but for always, and that everyone can always learn to do virtue better. If you like it, I can get you a copy. You can tell it to other children, or anywhere else really, because everyone can always use learning a bit about virtue. Well, I think that possibly does it for Storytime today. Perhaps I'll see you again and tell you another story. Bye.